gotta nurse these scrubbers. Keep them clean. Too much spore buildup and you got coat white on your hands. Stay on top of those scrubbers. You see growth? Shoot it. Hey, I need 20 cc's of fix your damn shit. Lost a scrubber, but that's the least of your problems. I mean, this code injection is like activated charcoal to the tech rot. Makes them puke these hell scrubbers right back up. Gurgling, new health scrubber bubbling up. not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff in the blink. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. That is Boars coming up. have ears.
Target is down.
Before contamination is getting out of hand, start holding your breath.
Hostiles! Contain them before it's a ball of chalk.
Not even start.
Check 5s and 20s.
Level's dropping. If that bought you some time, you're welcome.
Got him.
Marking extraction. Use it when you need it, but only if you need it.
Alrighty, YouTube, and just kind of like going through the motions and shit, looking at these weapons and trying to conquer ribbons for them all so I can kind of have my way with it, basically play with any weapon. I had the Fang Prime before. And just, really enjoy the game and also gather Master XP at the same time. So, gotta kind of switch it up a little bit. So, y'all know what my scythe can do. You know what I'm saying? We already know the Anku is a top tier weapon. Okay, these gotta be bought. I'll do I probably can earn these. I may have had them before and just, I don't know. There's some of them. I don't think I did, though. It would have still been here somewhere. But regardless, I never tried this Rumblejack before. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Is it like small daggers or some shit? Or a small dagger? Homing Fang is what it's got. Fast strike. Oh, for daggers, okay. Fast strikes, many hits. That's the stats for this one. Maybe I can't adapt there in the Exilius. This would be like a. It says times two. I'm guessing it. Yeah, I do some kung fu with it or some shit. It's already upgraded too, huh? Well, let me see what I got for looks on this thing here. See what I can do. But it just have it like that. That team. That's the only one. Okay, so this is like a kung fu style type. Those just look like. Okay. Okay. So ninja, basically ninja style. I can fuck with this though, Loki. I think I could do something with this. And it's got two Ys, which is really good. That'll allow me to put my elements on it pretty quickly and not have to worry about redoing it a couple of times and shit like that. Oh, the attack speed is slower than a bitch though. 0.8. I don't know about that one. I gotta see how that's gonna play out. I gotta see how that's gonna play out. Where's electricity coming from? What the fuck? I understand why radiation is always like the component of these two. That don't make sense. I'm not even trying to create that either. I guess it don't matter. It's either radiation or corrosion. They're both good. But it's just, that's not what I was going for though. But eventually I'm gonna add the shit on there to change that so I ain't tripping. I need to switch this to a Y. If I upgrade this one. Give me 4, but if I had it as a Y, it would have gave me a lot more than that. I might actually be able to put this over here. Alright, that's gonna switch it to 1. That's good. I mean, it don't matter anyway. I ain't got nothing for a 4 either. Let's put that magnetic back over here. Let's put this all the way over here in the corner. So. My God. I guess there's no way to bring that all the way forward, but that way, let's go down. Let's start upgrading this weapon and see what it's worth. That attack speed bothers me though. Most dual weapons or weapons like this don't have that slow of an attack speed. Like, it usually be like at a 1 or some shit. Like 0.9, like the Skid Jotzi's at a 1.17. Siam at a 1. Scanner's at a point. Well, it's not too slow for melee weapons. But like, Cronin's at a 1.17 though, and that's dual weapon. Get that shit. Speaking of, I think I was actually about to go for a rendering for this. I just didn't finish it up. Kind of stopped playing with the weapon altogether. But I was fucking it up anyway though. Not Carnage Mandible that need to go because the build I was going to make this into was the same as the others. I had that shit on there. Oh yeah, the Prime Fever Strike. Instead of that, I was going to drop that for Carnage Mandible. Yeah, I'll put a counter Carnage Mandible right there. So that opens up for 6. I know it drops the damage, but it don't matter because I'm about to put one more on. As soon as I upgrade it, at least. Yeah, probably that Virulent Scourge or something like that. Try to get that other proc back in there. Corrosive. Bring that to 100%. Find a way to get more critical chance. The only way for this though is to upgrade with a Riven. I ain't get a Riven for this yet, so I do low-key want to use these too. Like, don't get me wrong, these motherfuckers go crazy. Like, something wrong with his weapons, but I just ain't that shit with it. That's how I want it to be. If I had a Cronin Riven, I would use it though. I should be going for a Rumblejack Ribbon, but ain't no telling where I'll find one of those. I don't think I've seen anybody use that weapon on this game ever. Probably because it's bad, it's so short range. Most of the time, it's still path that ain't gonna get you nowhere. I wish this motherfucker had an incarnate. That would have been cold. I should be asking about them daggers, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, honestly. Because the only dual weapons I could bring into the game that'll actually be good in Steel Path is not gonna be the Cronin Prime. Although these are prime weapons, you know what I'm saying, which got really good like melee attack speed, critical damage on it, all type of shit. Like these motherfuckers go crazy. Don't get me wrong. I just can't use these motherfuckers like I want to because in Steel Path, as y'all see, most of the shit up in there be procking you like 24/7. If you ain't got nothing that like throws something back at him or does damage, most of the time I'll be pulling out my blade, trying to get some distance and shit like that. They definitely keep on pulling up too. They don't give you a chance to really dip off or do anything else. And these are just the basic Okinas. I wish I had the Okina Prime. Put these on there. I don't think it really makes a difference with Incarnon, but as far as base damage and shit like that goes, it does. I'm gonna go with Commodore's Fortune rather than Alchemy of War. I think the other one was. Remember that status damage. The range, movement speed, and combo timer. And I'm gonna put critical chance on there. Remember that I actually had Lokina Primes. I Loki want to go and try to grind for him, but I know that's gonna take a minute to do. It's not gonna be no easy task at all. That shit takes a minute. And once I bring that critical chance back up, like I said, this is unranked too, so this critical chance to go up a little bit. But once it's at you know what I'm saying, ranked out, shit like that. But yeah, try to bring this up to 100% at least. Try to get the orange critical hits if nothing else, because I can still hit red sometimes without my other added on stuff. So I'll be able to at least touch it with 100%. And then status chance, that's obviously gonna go up too. Get that Carnage Mandible in there. Um, Either it'll be Frost or Virulure and Scourge. With this weapon, it's really up for play what I do with this, to be honest. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Put the Virulure and Scourge on there. Carnage Mandible, get that slash proc going. But then the other two, I could really throw anything on them bitches. Really, one of those slots would be for the Riven. Because I have to have a Riven on this Okina. There's no way. Even though it's Incarnon and all that, what makes my uncle what it is really that Riven. So if I can pull one, that'd be pretty cool. Be on the hunt for one, for sure. Probably find one pretty decent too, because no one holds on to those. There's not a demand for those specifically either. Probably trade it off for another Riven. A couple of them bitches too. So that'd be Carnage Mandible, Virulent Scourge. Could keep going and make my status chance go up high. just focus my status gens, or I can make my attack speed super fast and throw Fury on there, or I could throw Berserker Fury. But no, you know what? Actually, neither one of those is what I'm gonna do, because I have a status damage thing on my Incarnon. What I'm gonna put on there instead is that last one. So it'll be Carnage Mandible, Virulent Scourge. Really, this would be a Riven spot, but they'll throw melee prowess on there too. Just make the status park hard, like super high with that shit. I wouldn't even have to worry about a Riven at that point. But I mean, that's what Rivens do. They go beyond what the regular ones do. So, although this is decent, what I'll probably end up doing is putting this status damage bonus on here, this melee elementus. I think I have another one that has something to do with status damage too. Alright, so I'm gonna put that melee elementus on there too. Carnage Mandible, Virulent, melee elementus, Riven. I'm gonna definitely need some farmers. And so that's just all it is. It's just fun gonna focus these type of weapons. I need to have a lot of space to play with to do it. So unfortunately, these weapons won't be going on the board today. And the council sites had a Kodo version for it too, which is why I was grinding this up at first. I was gonna try to get it, but I just said fuck it. There's so much I gotta do to it. If I had 100 farmers right now, I'd probably be playing with every weapon I have in my arsenal right now and just trying to put Rivens on all of them, especially the Okina, because what they do in Incarnon mode is pretty cool. They got these spectral daggers, and they apply max cold status stacks. So that shit just nasty. Like, I'm basically freezing motherfuckers with these bitches. And it's funny because I got a fire element on there, so just seeing how it'll look like molten lava or some shit on their bodies. That's why I want to play with these blades. It's just that I really honestly couldn't even throw a ribbon on here because I would have to shrink one of these mods or something. Like I would have to throw a Y over here. I'd have to throw a Y over here. Let me say the correct. Moderai. Well, basically a Y. I'd have to throw, let's see, the Carnage be right here. A slash here. And then what this is, melee elementus. Curve here. A Y right here for Scourge. And like I said, that was supposed to be in the Riven slot, which is why I stopped. I'll probably throw something like Berserker Fury or Fury right there. Oh, Killing Blow. Shit, I was about to forget. Never mind. Killing Blow got to go right there. So Killing Blow, Scourge, Carnage, Elementus. Those are the ones. So I probably will need like one or two more formulas. I need to get this last one completed too for this Incarnate anyway. I need to do this 10 times. So how I'm seeing the count is I need to activate it and I guess like keep going. So I'm not supposed to stop or mess up the combo multiplier. So once I reach 10 times, I just keep going. So it maxes out at 12 for every melee weapon. So I guess I just got to keep going up from there and let it like ghost count until it says I reached 10 times, and I guess that's how it completes. So the best way to do that is to solo or survival. Unfortunately, though, my Okina's unranked, so I'm gonna have to use my Garuda's altar and just keep spamming it and locking them up until I achieve it. Basically, I ain't gotta worry about it because I'm gonna have to go into a survival with other teammates, and of course they can leave and I can still stay, but for the most part, they have to be there at least for that little bit. So that's what we got going on. I kind of want to put a different version of it. Says Caliber on these daggers. They're more of a shinobi look, but you already got it though. I'll probably switch the Pharaoh to the other one. Seraphir, yeah. That's more on point. I think I unlocked some extra looks with this shit too. I ain't gonna lie. Look like it's got more design or some shit on it now. It doesn't say that it does that, but it's just looking at it. Sometimes it look like I got a little more extra stuff than I did before. I'm gonna keep using this. More shinobi looking anyway. Probably should take that horn thing off on the side. I don't know no shinobi that wears that. I don't like that the little piece of it is orange anyway. I want it to be all black. There we go. That look way cooler. Alright. So now I ain't even gonna worry about a ribbon. This will be the only weapon that doesn't have a ribbon because it has Incarnon mode, which Incarnon to me is like a ribbon already. So having a ribbon on top of Incarnon is just making it broken, which for level 230 monsters, etc., you don't need to have that much. You know what I'm saying? You just need to be able to even it out. Plus, ribbons do have this one thing where they can take one thing away, which kind of hurts sometimes. And then not only that, but there's chances where they give you other shit that just don't really matter for the weapon you're using. That's another issue, big issue I have with the ribbons. They take up a lot of space on top of that. So it's like, I don't know. Even though I have a ribbon disposition right there, which I don't understand why that's there. I don't have a ribbon on there. I think it's a glitch or something. It's only supposed to show up if you have a ribbon equipped, but I guess so. If the Incarnon counts as that. Either way, I'm gonna put the status chance over 100%, obviously, because once I put Mandible on there, Scourge, Elementus, and Killing Blow, that's gonna be enough. Just with Scourge and Mandible, Mandible is a 60% with 90% slash. 60, that's like 100 and almost 80% bonus. That'll bring the status up to at least almost 100% or close enough to it, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? I know it says values over 100%, but that high, you'll proc about almost that amount of chances on the statuses anyway. So that's cool. I just want to reduce armor and fuck them up because it has high slash. So once I throw that slash bonus on there, that shit gonna be nasty. This is gonna be some nasty blades. And that spectral daggers with the max cold, that's another status prop, which is why I got heat on there. Heat and cold, corrosive.
Come in, come in.
Let's get this motherfucker win, yo. Let's do it. Let's go, baby. All right, let me stop that shit. I'll be streaming the rest of this on Twitch. I'll go ahead and go switch over to the Twitch to see this grind. Let's get it.